Yes, I am reading. I'm reading you something that I typed. Because I'm a writer. Because I'm a writer. When Bradley Manning was in the military, they let him use the computers. And one time, while Bradley was doing his military thing on the military computers, he saw some confidential documents that probably made him throw up a little bit. Those documents detailed several instances of American soldiers killing civilians in the Middle East. A lot of children mentioned in there, even some photos of dead toddlers. One video of kids being blown up on their way to school one morning because our soldiers thought that the news reporter next to them was holding a weapon. That was actually a camera with a telescopic lens. Anyway, Manning freaked out. His chat logs from this point are available online. Absolutely freaked out. Documents were classified, but they were really disturbing, and he had to tell somebody what was going on. Eventually, he decided to put everything on a disk as fast as he could and just send it to Julian Assange at WikiLeaks, because he does that sort of thing. Julian would sort through it and make public the gruesome war crimes that the military was trying to cover up. But then, oops, Julian released all of the documents, 250,000 of them. They're all online. They're about a lot of different things, like how we should keep an eye on Brazil for developing terror cells, and how a bunch of governments in Africa are corrupt. There's official correspondence between nations where we act like we're the best and shut up, and several thousand other boring but pretentious things that make the United States government look like a big, huge jerk. And then, of course, the dead children picture explaining that the kids were handcuffed and shot in the head in the helicopter video, and the documents admitting that they conducted airstrikes just to destroy evidence of their wrongdoing. So, the United States is really embarrassed at this point. The UN could charge us with war crimes, but let's be serious, who pays the UN salaries? Military and government officials inform all the news outlets that they can find that the release of these documents will surely lead to the murder of innocent Americans. How? It's not important, don't get sassy. Cut to May 2010, the United States government finds Manning and detains him. And this is where it gets really uncomfortable. Maximum custody prison, 6 by 12 foot cell. Guards come by every 5 minutes to make sure he can't sleep between 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. so he doesn't hurt himself. March of 2011, he's still there. Manning finally tells the guards, look, if I really wanted to kill myself, I could do it with the elastic waistband of my boxers. Or my flip-flops. The guards obviously take this as an actual suicide threat and start forcing him to sleep totally naked before waking up to an also totally naked daily morning inspection. That sounds about right? So I think it's safe to assume that Bradley Manning is feeling pretty bummed out by this point. Supporters are flocking to his detainment site on the daily, but he can't see them. International support's flowing in as somebody's finally speaking up about what the United States is doing in the Middle East. But since when does it matter what Europe thinks? Since his arrest almost 2 years ago, Manning hasn't even been charged with a crime. Unconstitutional? Why, yes it is. That is until now. His first charge is aiding the enemy. That's a capital offense, but they're not seeking the death penalty. Second, wrongfully causing intelligence to be published on the internet. A charge they may have invented rather recently, judging by the over-the-internet part. Number 3, transmitting national defense information. And number 4, theft of property or records. Even though technically they still existed on the computers, but that is a topic for another time. Never in my life have I seen such a polarizing public debate. Then again, I'm only 22. But let's get into it. What do you think of Manning? Is he a hero or a traitor? And can we find a better word for traitor? Because it's almost as bad as our undefined terrorist and patriot. I hate those words so much. My God. Go away, government. I think I'm done.